What's up, everybody, and welcome to Moments with the Mobleys. I am your man, Johnny Mobley Jr.,
Hey y'all, and I'm his wife, Deidre Mobley,
and we is something like an ordinary couple
with extraordinary purpose.
What's good?
Greetings, salutations, accolades, and many blessings.
Amen. What's up, everybody?
That was a prayer.
I guess.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you? So tonight,
I'm well. You weren't gonna wait on that?
well, I mean, you drinking water in the middle of your conversation, so I figured you didn't want to answer me right away.
Yeah, you.
You wanted me to wait on you?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I'll wait on you.
I always want you to wait on me. Mm-hmm. Y'all, this is a moon grape. What this got to do with the episode? Absolutely nothing.
But she found it
at Publix, y'all, and it's really good.
And she is excited about it.
I am, and I'm going to eat them throughout the episode.
And I'm probably going to eat. She had a whole cup of them. Now she got like 4 of them left.
I have like actually 7. I'll share.
Well, tonight, y'all, is very special to us because we have guests on our show. Guests that we have been trying to have them a part of this. We had part of them was a willing participant. The other one was a little stingy. She ain't want to be on it. And she looking at me, as y'all can see right now, crazy. But listen, y'all, we got a couple that's very dear to our hearts. They are definitely the backbone of Moments with the Mobleys and what we do and chop it up and unpack this and unwrap this. And
so technically they are here. They're just not in front of the camera.
Yeah, they always here, but they're not in front of the camera. I'm finna say, why they ain't in front of the camera? People got to see them.
Because we are in front of the camera. And they run the camera.
You just be coming in with sentences and conversations. You really catching me off guard. That's not what we're talking about.
Right, because you said we've been trying to get them in front of the camera. But I said technically they're here. They're just not in front of the camera. So finish.
Like I was saying.
Before I was
saying before I was interrupted.
I apologize, baby.
We have the owners of Swodaem Media here at the table. Now I'm gonna tell you how crafty these jokers is. Mm-hmm. They recording us and on camera. That's how bad they is. Ladies and gentlemen, help us welcome Jameson and Allison Meadows. That's what's up.
They're the people behind all our stuff, all our shenanigans.
Everything.
And everything of the sort.
So,
welcome.
Hello.
To Moments with the Mobleys.
Pretty delicious. She gave me some.
Well,
I'm the only one that ain't had none.
To Moments with the Mobleys, you were setting up.
If I throw you one, you will catch it? Yeah.
I don't think this is a good plan.
Are we sharing throwing grapes? That's what we're doing.
Maybe we gonna throw it. He.
Oh.
5 seconds.
It's all good. Yeah, we just did that on camera. It's gonna be all right. Everything gonna be all right. But listen.
So guys, let's get this show on the road because we have the Meadows in the hot seat tonight, and we have already told them that we are literally going to ask them any and everything that we want to. Yeah. No topic is off limits. None. My grapes is good. No topic is off limits tonight.
It caught y'all guard back there?
It did. Now he's trying to drink water and resuscitate himself.
Yeah.
That's what you get from
that part. And so the Meadows are on the show tonight. I'm excited about it. And we're just going to talk, y'all. That's all we're going to do.
Yeah, so
that's what we're going to do.
I like to have people on because, and I've told y'all this before, I want people to understand and kind of see y'all thought process throughout your life on how you made different decisions. Because sometimes when you look at a person's life, you don't you just think they just got it all together.
Yeah.
And they moving right and everything good and they just know, but you go through different things. And I think the process, explaining the process is very important because it's other people out there like y'all who might want to know too. Now, we're going to get into everything, but the entire thing is that y'all are married, y'all have children, and y'all run a company together. That's like a little jambalaya right there.
Amen.
That's that little spicy jambalaya right there. We gonna get to that, but I want to go back to the beginning. J Meadows was birthed on this earth, started going to high school. Tell me your thought process,
You said
man.
he started going to high school? He just started right
Yeah,
now?
we gonna start at high school. We gonna start at high
See, you was
school.
a baby Jesus.
Well, just
I was
if
2 feet 1,
yeah.
30 pounds.
So let me do this. Let's give a quick summary. Allison, I'm gonna ask you the same question. Let's give a quick summary of, what you remember from birth and, just forming your thoughts in your mind and dreaming and going after them through growing up, toddler, all the way to high school, college.
Okay. So born in 91, early 90 baby. Shout
you a
out.
baby.
And the first thing I can really, really, really remember on my own, I think I might have been 3 or 4. Me and my mama was staying in this apartment complex called Shadowwood off Lunken Road. Shout out to Augusta. What's up, family? And mind your words. And so I was taking out the trash, and it was a piece of glass that got, it cut me, and I still got the scar here. So I remember that. Of course, some little things. I had some cousins that stayed up the street. My grandma was across the street over by Bernie Ward. She stayed in that house 40 years. She's still there. And I remember in 2nd grade, I had this teacher at Sue Reynolds Elementary, Miss Red, with 2 D's. She, I won't say the R word, but she was very indifferent to people of color. And so my mama had got me this hot wheels track. I couldn't put it together for nothing. I couldn't figure it out. Now in school, I was behaving. I wasn't causing a lot of trouble. I was doing my work. Ms. Red was giving me F's. She was giving me poor conduct on my paper packet you take home to sign. It was a Wednesday. I'll never forget it. I walked in the house. I was already upset because I saw the paper. She gave me an F. She gave me a poor conduct grade. I walked in the house. My mama was sitting at the table. Had the biggest smile on her face. Hey, Jamie. I said, hey, Ma. She said, look, got the hot wheel track fixed, got a car. She puts a little car down the thing, and I just handed my signed paper thing. I got the beating of my life.
Yeah.
But I kept telling my mama, Miss Red is
The R word.
Yeah.
She don't like us.
So she finally pulled me out. I went to the school up the street from my grandma's house called Terrace Manor. Wonderful school.
Why do you remember every name of every school and every teacher? And apparently was in the hood because Allison is not looking like it was the best thing since
wait
sliced
till
bread.
she get to her story.
Okay.
First of all, though.
And so I went to Terrace Manor 2nd grade. I went back to Cerritos 3rd grade, 3rd to 5th grade. Went on to middle school. My mama didn't want me in the band. For some reason I don't remember, but she did not want me to be in the band. Somehow I got in the band. I started orchestra in 4th grade. I was playing piano by the age of 5. So I was already musical, you know what I mean? So when we got to middle school, I was still in orchestra. I wanted to join the band, but she wouldn't let me join the band. So, did I ever tell you this?
You gotta tell it first.
My first football game, I was in the stands with the band playing a violin.
What?
That's kind of dope, though.
Yeah, I was playing
you never
violin.
told me that.
ESPN, ESPN. I was playing the flute part. ESPN. Whatever other songs we was playing at the time, I was on violin playing it. And then I moved to cymbals. Cymbals wasn't that good for me. And then finally I picked up trumpet. And so, y'all ever heard of Portman's music?
Yeah.
All right, so check
We
it.
have.
My
I played the
middle,
clarinet. I got my first one from Portman.
okay. My middle school teacher, Miss Bronco, shout out Miss Bronco. She,
You're proud of that.
It's actually called Ben Portman's then, before they shortened the name to Portman's.
but Miss Bronco was my middle school band director, and they owned the music store in Augusta. And then my 8th grade year, Portman's actually bought her store. And I guess I had favor and grace, but I got a lot of free stuff from her store. A lot of trumpet method books, mouthpieces. I think my first trumpet actually came from them. And so I took a liking to trumpet. I found out in 8th grade that I couldn't see. My mama was riding, we was riding to my piano teacher house, Miss Bush. And and it was a sign on the street. I guess my mama thought it was funny. She said, Jamie, you see that sign? Ain't it funny? I was like, what sign? I can't really see. She said, you can't see that sign? I told her, no, I can't see it. So we went to the eye doctor. I needed glasses. Then for some reason, my mother thought it was a good idea while I'm getting glasses to give me some braces.
Did you need them?
I did need them. I had a small overbite. I was blessed and favored, man, to only need braces for 6 months. So I only need them for 6 months.
So you got glasses and braces.
I had glasses, braces, 8th grade. I remember this chick I was trying to holler at. I had wrote her a note at the end of 7th grade. She stayed in my neighborhood up the street. And you know how I go, hey, I think you cute.
You see how his voice got deep.
That's the game, boys. You got to go there.
But does somebody have a
I'm trying to
picture?
talk to her. Hey,
Wait, does somebody have a picture with them glasses on and them braces on at the same time?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, go ahead.
But
it's on.
I can find it.
so she shot me down, whatever. And I moved on. But I got my braces off in the summer between 8th grade and 9th grade. And then I got contacts. So I'm a butterfly now. I'm out here. I'm out here. First 2 weeks of school, I got me a sophomore. We hooked up, started talking, and was just hanging. I was in band, was in marching band, and just going through everything. And she was a little faster than I was.
She was hot, as our grandparents used to say.
She also played clarinet, but
well, I was hot. I played clarinet.
That's not a correlation.
With John.
I'm just saying she was in the band.
That was shade
She
being
was in
thrown.
the band.
That was shade being thrown.
I remember it took me a minute to crack it, so it was like a year old before I got a kiss. So once I got to the center of the Tootsie Roll pop,
mind your business. Mind your business.
it was on and popping. The clarinet said, yeah.
But I broke it up with her, and I was just like, well, let me just do me. So I was just hanging out. I wasn't doing nothing crazy. I wasn't doing no drugs. Wasn't doing no drinking, no early drinking. I was just going to band, going home. Going to band, going home. So fast forward, my senior year, I lucked up. Well, I didn't luck up, but I put in some extra work to be a part of the youth apprenticeship program. And the youth apprenticeship.
Youth apprenticeship.
Youth apprenticeship program. So I was working for the United States Department of Energy at Savannah Riverside in South Carolina. So I only had 2 classes at the end of the day. I would get up at 4, drive an hour to work. I would leave there at 11, make it in time for lunch or my 6-period class. I would school would get out at 2:30. Band practice started at 3. I would get out of band practice at 6. Then I would go to I was in dual enrollment too at Augusta State University, which is now Augusta University. I would start class at 6:45. Didn't get out till 8:45. Go home. That was every
So
day.
you was an absolute hustler then.
I was in there, and then I started working at Chick-fil-A in Evans, and I was out there.
Yeah.
I get to college, graduate. I was supposed to go to Johnson C. Smith in Charlotte, North Carolina. This is when the recession hit, so they cut my academic and my band scholarship in half. So I was supposed to go for free. Now I got to come out of pocket. And my mom was like, "No, you can't do that. It's a private school, out-of-state fees." She said no. So somehow I ended up at Savannah State.
So did you have a scholarship to go there?
To Johnson C. Smith?
Yeah.
Got full scholarship.
Yeah. They cut it in half.
Because of recession.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
So
they
lost
cut it
their
in
funding.
half. So the band director at Johnson C. Smith was my high school band director's best friend. They grew up together. So of course I had a good word in there. I couldn't go there. My high school band director was supposed to be the assistant band director at Savannah State. So now, I got a plug there, that's what I'm saying. But the band director there, who was her band director, he left.
Hey, Dr. Lee.
He left. So now my band director is the head band director at Savannah State. And now I got a better scholarship. I don't know. I just got in for the band. And he was my band director for another couple years. Now, mind you, I'm new in school. I'm new in town. I don't know nothing. Ain't been no place. I get to band practice. And, everybody coming in, and it's this little short lady that walk in. She had a little short haircut, had a perm.
I did have a perm.
She sat down. She had
All right, so you about to go
So,
into the meat of
time out,
Allison?
yes.
Yeah, let Allison
Okay,
walk out her
yeah.
way, and then we'll talk about
Yeah.
the meat.
Yeah.
let me end it right here. I chased her for 6 months.
We didn't tell you to go that far. Let it go. Now, come on,
Anyway,
Allison.
so
Because we got 10 minutes left on the whole podcast.
right. Long
Go ahead.
story.
What y'all ain't finna do is gang up on my
Oh, I'm so sorry. Go ahead, girl.
Long-winded story.
He said from birth.
I am just going ahead and tell you now. I don't remember every
Right. Just hit the key points.
Saturday of my life. I
Right.
don't. Yeah. So born in '89. My daddy was in the military. Well, before that, parents had me at 18. So my daddy actually had a basketball scholarship to. It was either Duke or Winston-Salem State. One of them colleges.
You ain't never said that.
Couldn't go.
You ain't never knew that.
Well, he couldn't go because he had got his old shorty knocked up. And so
The old shorty being her mom.
so he joined the military. So to answer your question, the first memory that I had, I actually remember, I don't know how old I was, but I had to have been at least 3 because my sister was born. And I remember sitting on the steps waiting on the milkman to come. Because in Germany, they deliver the milk to you in like these glass containers. So I found that
I think I heard that before.
so fascinating.
60s.
It couldn't have been the 60s if she wasn't going to Go ahead,
But they
Allison.
deliver the milk to you. So I remember sitting on the steps waiting on the milkman to come. Because for whatever reason, I was fascinated with the fact that they bring milk to you. I was like, this is amazing. And so I remember very vaguely being in Germany. I remember my sister's teeth falling out because it was like no fluoride in the water or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Her teeth just rotted out her face. But anyway, sorry, Jelly.
Until we done. She out there giving my business. Right.
And then, we come back to the States. My mom was diagnosed with lupus when I was she actually was diagnosed when I was younger, like right after I was born. But I remember her telling her, "Oh, you're not gonna be able to have any more kids." And my mama was like, "Hold my beer," because she had my sister and then she had twins.
Oh, that part.
But she did get really sick, so she stopped being able to do everything for herself. So I basically became like her second hand, second-hand man, second-in-command. So I would be changing diapers and, warming up bottles, stuff like that at like 3-4 years old. So my brothers were born. We moved to Augusta. My daddy gets stationed in Augusta. He enjoys Augusta. So he decides he's not going to re-enlist. Augusta is now my home. Because I was born in North Carolina.
Okay.
In the beautiful city of Yadkinville, North Carolina.
Yadkinville?
Shut up. It's Yadkinville.
Yadkinville.
Yes.
Never heard of it.
Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna put it on the map for you. Okay.
And I believe that
Go ahead. I'm about to look that.
Population.
Don't be rude, baby. Don't be rude.
You
Population
can look up the
of
population, it's fine.
3,400.
More people go to Savannah State than live in that city. Anyway.
She put it in perspective, baby.
So anyway, we're in Augusta. Grew up. I went to Tobacco Road Elementary School. It was brand new when my year started. It was not ghetto then. It has since declined, but it was not ghetto then. It was really nice and new and pretty and diverse and all that. They rezoned. Some stuff happened. I don't know what happened. Anyway, so I went there. Went to Seagull Middle. I was a dancer. I've been dancing since before I could walk, literally. And my mama would tell me I have, home movies of me like rocking in the car seat to the beat of the song and stuff. So I've literally been dancing since before I could walk. So I was dancing in elementary school. I was doing ballet and tap. Didn't really care for it, so I switched to jazz and hip hop. Did a little bit of Afrikaan, but my daddy didn't. Afrikaan is a little more hippie and stuff. My dad was like, "You ain't doing that. You sit down and so much." So I was doing a lot of tap, a lot of hip hop and jazz. I stopped doing tap. I wish I would have kept it, but so jazz and hip hop is my background. And then I'm doing that all through elementary school. And in middle school, I joined the band in 6th grade. But my first instrument was, I wanted to initially do the trumpet. But my band director told me my lips was too big for the mouthpiece. So I wasn't going to be able to play the trumpet.
Is that a thing?
No.
It's not a thing, but there is like a list of problematic situations that may occur, like overbite, big lips, thin lips, stuff like that.
I ain't never heard that before.
They do some type of testing when you say you want to be in the band, don't they?
Yeah.
Just to kind of determine what, I guess, your lips or what would be the best instrument to suit your person and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I ended up playing the trombone first. So I'm on the trombone. Cool. But also the trombone has 6th and 7th position. Arm don't quite
Was
go
it
there.
working? Did they not know that?
Arm don't quite go there.
Yeah. Did they not realize that part of it?
So I switched back over to trumpet, what I wanted to do anyway. Phenomenal trumpet player. I have my cousin, he's not really my cousin, he's my play cousin. They're looking out for me. He's also a really good trumpet. He kind of took me under his wing. So I'm really good. So I'm like, okay, cool. This might be a thing. Get to high school and I really want to get back into dance, but I'm not going to be a dancer girl because Kevin is my father. So, but when I get to high school, my mom passes away. So she actually passed away my freshman year of high school, in that November. So all the stuff that I had planned to do, I really couldn't do. A lot of, trauma and stuff happens. For whatever reason, me and my father are not getting along. We're not doing well co-parenting.
Why? Because you're basically the mama.
Right, because at the time, I'm 6 years older than my brothers and 3 years older than my sister. So even though I was in the 9th grade, they were basically still, my brothers were like maybe 6. Because I remember the night we found out she passed away, my dad came home and he said something real pretty, like she went to be with the angels or something like that. And so my brothers don't know what the heck that meant.
Right. Wow.
So I was in the room. I remember I went to the room. We were in my dining room. And the way my home house is in Augusta, it's kind of like this. Like the dining room connects to the kitchen and it connects to the living room. So it's like a big circle. And so he comes in and he says, whatever nice thing he says. I kind of already figured that's what he was going to tell me because we had got a bunch of calls to the house. Like my cousin called my dad. my godmama called my dad, and my dad left us without even saying anything to us. I didn't even know he was gone until I went, and I was like, oh, I guess I'm babysitting.
Right.
And so the urgency of it all, I was like, something that happened. So when he came home and he said that, I was like, so you said, so she died? Like, she dead? And he was like, yeah. And he kind of got to know it with my callus, but tell it to me straight. I don't know what transitioning to the angels means. I don't know what
Right.
So before I could even really like grieve, my sister like fell into my arms. And then I'm taking her to the back of the house to her room. I put her in the bed, and my brothers come in, and he was like, did mommy really die? And I was like, yeah. And then now they're breaking down. So I didn't even have a chance to like really feel nothing.
Yeah.
Because I had to like be strong for everybody. So all the stuff that I wanted to do 9th grade year, I was in a hip hop dance group. I kind of let that fall to the wayside. I used to break dance.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Girl.
Johnny gonna have to have a dance
battle.
off. Right.
So I had to let that fall to the wayside. So all I really did have was band. So I kind of just threw all my concentration into that. I was in a program called Upward Bound,
I remember that.
basically going to college early, whatever. So I did that. And then my 10th grade year, I auditioned to be a drum major because I was like, I want to dance, and this is just gonna have to be what it is. And so I became drum major, the only girl drum major at that school.
Okay.
I might have been the second in history, but the only girl at the time. What was that? What happened? But anyway, we was like really fly. We were so fly that his school came to our band rehearsal and stole our routine.
Oh, it's right in the building,
I
baby.
cannot confirm. I know I was at home.
That means
polishing my horn.
That means
We
they
caught them.
know what they did.
We caught them in the bushes, and then they did our routine versus somebody else that week, and we was like, really?
That must have been the drum majors, because that wasn't us.
Yeah, we definitely caught them, and they stole our dance block. Anyway, you know who you are. So I've always gotten really good grades. I was a behavioral problem, though. I will say that I was bad.
That's a clean way to describe it.
Right.
That is.
I mean, but at least you own up to it.
I was fighting. To me, that was just kind of like, lowballing compared to like the people around me. I was chilling, but you could catch these hands. Like, that was kind of my mentality. Like
I was chilling, but you could catch these hands.
Right.
Yeah, like I wasn't.
So was everybody else shooting or stabbing?
Jesus.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes, there was.
Oh.
It's our homecoming this week, so I'm not even gonna put our name out there.
Don't put it out.
But our school was kind of rough. It was a little rough. It wasn't hood like his school, but it was rough.
Come on.
And we went to rival schools, which is why there's so much tension.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, my story's kind of not really that interesting.
It gets interesting in 2009.
Oh, that's when I met you.
Okay, so you finish out, your high school year.
I finished out my high school year. I actually never applied to Savannah State. They just sent me an acceptance letter.
Really?
I was supposed to,
In full
I
Savannah
was supposed
State
to go.
splendor. Here, you get a separate letter, you get one, and you get one too.
I was supposed to go to North Carolina A&T. So, basically, my dad was like, I'm not doing this by myself. You ain't going all the way. That's too far. So I was like, okay, cool. So my happy compromise was that I actually was gonna go to Georgia Military College was my backup plan. And I really didn't want to go there, but I was just like, it's not Augusta, but it's not far. And it just so happens my band director, he was doing these audition tapes and was like, come audition for scholarships. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I do my scales on my horn. And he actually was the one that sent my tape into Savannah State. I had never even heard of Savannah State before. I did know that I wanted to go to a HBCU, but I had thought that I was just out the window.
Yeah.
So he ended up sending my thing to Savannah State. Savannah State, I don't know what happens behind the paper, right? I just know I come home from school and there's an acceptance letter. My dad was like, "You got in," and I was like, "Got into where?"
Right.
And he was like, "You got into Savannah State," and I was like, "Where is that at?"
In Savannah.
So yeah, so that's kind of how I got in, and then I had to, of course, had to fill in all the proper paperwork because I really do not. I don't know if like my band director sent my audition tape, and then the band director
information in.
And the band director was like, "Cool," or what? I don't really know, but there I was, and then so I graduated in 2007, get to Savannah State. I have, besides my Pell Grant, I got a local academic scholarship from, I forgot where it was here for like $500, and I had to be like in a parade or something. That was like the requirement. And then I got the Tom Joyner scholarship, so I was good. I didn't have to pay for anything. Then on top of that, I got a band scholarship, so at this point I'm getting a refund.
Right. And that's always good. Yeah.
So I'm good. I actually decided to triple major in music, business, and dance. Because I didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up. I just knew I was going to college because people said that's what you do. You go to college.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to just do it. I don't know. I'll figure it out. So I'm doing all of that. I started off in business. Hated being in COBA, which is College of Business Administration. And I just felt like they took life too seriously. They were real, like you got to wear stockings and business suits and and I was like, ain't nobody trying to do that. Like, it's hot in Savannah. It's 800 degrees at 3 a.m. Like, I'm not wearing no stockings. Like,
Cause you tell, I don't want to wear stock ever.
So I basically just switched my major. Dr. Brown asked me why I wanted to switch, and I was like, I just don't have an interest in the major that I was in. The way that they were taking me was making me a CEO of this like Fortune 500 company, and that's just not what I saw myself doing. Yeah. And so I was like, I don't want to do that. I really just want to be a choreographer, and I really don't need college for that. Like, I'm here so I won't get fined. No, I'm here because this is what my daddy told me to do. So I'm going through, and I was already. So let me back up. I was already like 7 credits ahead because of Upper Bound. So I took all the college classes. So when I get to my freshman year in Savannah State, I'm wilding because I don't have as many classes as the other freshmen.
Yeah.
And my classes didn't start till like 3 because I'm not a morning person.
In the afternoon?
Yes. I'm not a morning person. So I would wake up at like 1 o'clock and be like, woo. Well, where's everybody at? My roommate would be like, in class. Right. And so that meant because I didn't have to wake up early, I could stay out later. And so I was doing a lot of partying, a lot of goofing around and stuff like that. I was early drinking. He wasn't.
I was early.
Right, because he was like, I wasn't early drinking, I wasn't partying, I wasn't drugging.
My party had
That was in high school.
Oh yeah, he got you.
When I got to college.
You went a little wayward.
Okay.
But yeah, it got to a point where I went to another school and somebody was like, your name is Allison, ain't it? I was like, okay, I need to calm down. I'm partying a little too hard.
Right.
Party girl Allison!
I was partying a little too hard. So yeah, fast forward to 2009, I'm minding my business. This is my 3rd year in college. And I'm minding my business, and somebody who was the only person who had the instrument out at band on the first day of band camp.
It's whatever.
That's how I knew he was a freshman because
it's whatever.
Everybody knows that the first day of band camp, you're not playing your instrument. It's calisthenics and exercise and stretching and whatever. And he just running up his scales early in the morning. I was
singing them jokers too.
Mind you, band camp starts at like 5:30 in the morning.
And didn't nobody want to hear all that foolishness early in the morning. Right.
My home was black.
Yeah, he had a black.
I called it Lucille. And we were sitting in that thing ready.
And he's sitting at the edge of his chair. Perfect posture.
Oh, yes.
I was like, oh, he a freshman. I walked right on past him. Oh, Lord. Here we go.
So needless to say, you had no interest in him.
Not at all.
Okay,
Not
so
at
when
all.
did that change? Or how did that change?
The pursuit.
The pursuit.
So she skirted me 100%. I got her name. I didn't get her phone number. She disappeared. She quit band. Disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't see her again because, you know, I'm in band. I'm busy.
Mm-hmm.
I got
That is true.
hella rehearsals. I'm gone every weekend.
Yeah.
I'm busy. Didn't see her.
Didn't want to be found either, though.
Then one day, I saw her walking. I had a 2000 Chevy Malibu. I was riding.
Rest in peace,
I was
Shelby.
riding that Chevy. Oh man.
Come on, bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Oh,
Yeah, bring it back. It's okay.
So I saw her walking. I parked the car, hopped out, and I came up to her. Hey, where you going? I ain't seen you in a while. Just trying to catch up. You going to class? She was like, class? No, I ain't going to class. I said, all right.
Don't say it like that. Like I just didn't go to class.
You
It
wasn't.
was early in the day.
I said, where you headed? She said, I'm going to the cab.
Yeah,
All right, bet.
lunch.
So I'm walking with her. I ain't say nothing. I'm just walking
You left
with
the
her.
Malibu?
Yeah, I parked in Malibu.
He just parked it at one of the random
I
academic
parked in
buildings.
Malibu. I'm walking with her. We going to the cab. I ain't talk too much. She look over like,
Joker,
Why are you still here?
I said,
What are you doing?
I said, I got some time for my next class. I might as well eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we go up. Now, mind you, we both on meal plans. We both,
Thank the Lord for meal plans.
We both got
Yes.
our ID card. We get up to the cab. I got her.
Sir, it's
got-
already paid for.
I got her swipe.
Right.
I got her swipe. Just swipe it twice. You know what I mean?
The ladies, I'm like, you can't do that.
No!
Swipe it twice.
You can't do that!
Look, this ain't no debit card.
Can you please just swipe it?
Right.
Twice.
My
trying to get
dude,
these
why he
brownie
trying-
points.
Right. I walk in front of him and excuse me, I don't even really know him. Like, and swipe my card to go in. So he is following me.
So we in the line. I said, well, I'm gonna eat this. What you getting? I'm gonna go ahead and get a table for us over here. All right, I'm gonna get a table over here for us.
I'm over here.
So we sit down, we eating, we having a good time. She laughing, so I'm like, all right, we getting somewhere. I said, so can I get your phone number? She said, yeah. So I get the phone number. And I was like, all right, well, bet. You know, I'm gonna call her tomorrow and see what's up.
So
I'm gonna go hang out with my homies tonight, and I'm gonna come back and call tomorrow.
So
So
I
I
leave
call-
the calf. No, hold on.
wait,
I leave
wait.
the calf and I go straight to T-Mobile.
I called the next day.
No!
I called the next day.
Number.
The number you have reached.
The number you have dialed has been disconnected. If you think you have called the right number, please hang up and try again.
What?
I went straight to
The
T-Mobile
number you have, this
and
can't
changed
be
my
it.
number.
This can't be it.
Because I was just being nice. I didn't like him. I was involved with someone else at the time.
Bro.
I was just being nice. He
I
had
didn't know.
already followed me from the top of the campus to the cafeteria. He's crazy.
So she dipped out. She disappeared.
Lord.
Would have changed the whole number.
She vanished.
Yeah.
She vanished. At this point, we coming up on the end of the semester, around December or something like that. She vanished. This wild story, boy. Whew. So I was on Facebook. It was around Christmas. I went home. I'm it. I done came out in high school. I done found a little identity. I know who Jameson is.
Yeah.
I'm good. So I saw this picture of this little chick on Facebook. Chick named Jasmine Johnson. Real beautiful. Dominican, had long hair, bilingual. Okay, she stayed in the neighborhood across from mine. What's up? I'm in town, we just hanging out. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? What's up? We just hanging, okay? We just cooling. So we talking, I was like, so I can walk over to your spot, or you can, ride a bike over to mine because we that close. She's like, oh, well, my auntie gonna be tripping, and I'm like, tripping for what? We grown. So what's up? You know what I mean? What's up?
Long story short.
Long story short, she disappeared. She fall off Facebook.
She
Fall
was a
off
catfish.
Facebook.
She never.
I come back.
She never existed.
Oh man, Jay.
But we get back to school, so that was Christmas break. That was happening. He didn't know that she was a catfish at the time because we get back to school and he is in love. I'm talking about laying on your stomach, feet in the air, in love with this woman. He's because we were at a mutual friend's house. She was having a fish fry. And
Wait. Hold on. So we get back to school in January, right? I'm still talking to Shawty.
Not me.
Right.
Jasmine. I'm talking to Jasmine.
So
Jasmine who don't exist.
I never saw Jasmine in person. But, she had multiple pictures.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was a catfish at first. But she had multiple pictures. I was like, well, she got to be taking the pictures and sending them. So, I was like, she can't be no catfish. I don't know why she don't want to see me.
I am a catch.
That's right, boy. She don't know what she missing. Why?
Okay.
She don't want to see me.
So it's the first couple weeks in January. I see her again. I'm like, yo, hey. I tried to call the number, it didn't work. You mind giving me the number again?
Meanwhile, I was like, God dog it.
So she gave me the number again. I was like, bet. I called her later on that night. Hey, what's up? The number you have dialed has been...
No! You went back to T-Mobile again?
temporarily disconnected.
Oh my God, you're crazy. You're crazy.
Allie.
Oh, I
You
never
did
knew
my
that.
boy like that?
At the time, who I was as a person, I couldn't really just say no.
Oh,
so I was
Lord
like, sure,
Jesus.
and changed my number. And the only person who had my number was like our mutual friend. So I was like, don't give him my number.
Oh my God.
I would ask her too. I was like, hey man, what's up with Allison? Where she been at? She was like, I don't know. I mean, she just been where she been. I'm in band with you. So we both busy. I ain't never really seen her that much anyway.
She can see me every day.
I'm like, bro, why you lying?
But
So
he knew she was lying too.
coming up on the little fish fry joint that I was invited to. Okay, I didn't just appear.
Okay.
I was invited to it. I came.
I didn't know he was gonna be there.
She cooking. Now mind you, she had a blue Rugrat shirt on, some dark blue jeans, some calf high boots. All right. So she's in the kitchen frying some fish. That thing looking good, you know what I mean? So we sitting down, I'm like, all right. And go.
He checking off boxes so she could cook.
She washing dishes at the same time.
He being sick, man.
Right.
She got memory loss. She
I done
keeps
changed
saying
my number twice.
I don't know what's wrong with it. Is your brain all right? You all right? You remember stuff?
I done changed my number twice, and he's still over here looking at me.
He can't catch a hint.
Right.
Because so come that January, the person that I was involved with, we were no longer a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, but what?
I was gonna say he broke up with her.
Yeah.
Old girl broke up with me on my birthday, the 29th.
Of January.
Who, Jasmine?
The Jasmine
Yeah,
Johnson
Jasmine.
girl who didn't answer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, we at that hadn't happened yet. He was still talking to her.
Mm-hmm.
So at the fish fry, he was just, she this and she that, she amazing. Da, da, da. I'm like, I love that for you. I'm so happy that you found somebody.
Right.
Thank you, Lord.
So you should leave me alone.
Don't ask me for my number.
Right, ever.
So, he overhears me talking to our mutual friend about the guy that I had, just got broken up with. And because me and him had been talking for like 3 years. So at the time, I was like shook up, devastated, right? And, he ear hustling, talking about, well, if you ever need anybody to talk to, I don't care if it's 3 a.m., you can call me. And I was like, go away.
Oh, you gonna stop doing my boy like that?
Like, I'm not, because he just had a lot of things going against him at the time. He was 2 years younger than me. He was a freshman. So in my brain, I'm like, child, go to class. Like, get away from me. And then on top of that, I mean, and I thought he was cute, and I had mentioned it amongst our group of friends, like, oh, he has a beautiful smile, he's funny, da da da. But one of our mutual friends, who was a guy, was like, nah.
I had 2 homeboys lying on me.
He was like,
talking
no.
about I'm out here in these streets.
He was like, every time I see him, he asking me for rubbers. You need to leave him alone.
I was
because
like, no, bro.
everybody
Didn't you wild out for a while or something like that?
He did.
Yeah, you was barring rubbers. Go ahead, Allison.
But my reputation, I was abstaining until marriage, so people knew that that's not how I roll. So they was like, that ain't what you want. He out here. So I was like, oh, if that's how he rolling, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know. So it was that, and then on top of that, I was with somebody else. So it was like a lot of stuff that it was just like not interested. So, you know, he gets dumped by his internet girlfriend. And I can't remember what really happened, but I remember asking him it was a Super Bowl party we were supposed to go to. Another mutual friend of ours in the van was like, we're having a Super Bowl party. So I asked him if he was going to go to the Super Bowl party because I didn't really want to show up by myself because the person that I was involved with was also going to be there. Because we were all in band together. So they were also going to be there. So I was like, I'm not really trying to go to this thing by myself, but I also want to eat because there's going to be food there.
Right.
So I asked him if he was going, and he was like, nah, you know, I'm just going to be in my room all by myself watching the Super Bowl all alone. And I was like, I knew that he was like fishing for me to be like, oh no. But also I was like, well, I guess I could chill with him and not go to this thing by myself, possibly see him cause a scene because I'm going to cause a scene because I wasn't quite saved yet.
Right.
And, you know, whatever. So I ended up going to his dorm and he was folding clothes, watching the Super Bowl or about to watch the Super Bowl because I think at that time it was like the pregame. And he was folding clothes and we were just talking and laughing and kicking. And we ended up watching the Super Bowl. The Saints was actually in the Super Bowl that year, and I was a Saints fan. And he had his clothes on the couch, like in piles after he folded them. And the Saints had got like an impossible touchdown, and I just got on the couch and was like, yeah, and I'm jumping. He like, girl, if you knock over these clothes. And then that was all she wrote. I don't really know what shifted in me, but I don't know.
She didn't go back to her dorm.
That was it. Like, I just stayed over there all the time. Like, it wasn't as frequent at first because we wasn't together. But I would like come by. He wasn't there. I'd leave a note at his house. And his roommates was like, she leaving notes, bro. You in there? Like,
I can't.
So yeah. So that's basically how we got started. And yeah. That's basically it. I ain't go back to my room.
Wow.
She asked me about a week later, she left my room and went to the living room and sent me a text and was like,
so what are we doing?
So what we doing? We together or no?
And I sat in the living room like this to see if he was going to answer. Because it was awkward. I didn't want to be rejected to my face. So if he would have just been like, nah, we kicking it, cool. I can recuperate in the privacy of his living room. And then, you know what I mean?
And not be in his face.
So I was like, yeah, we can make it work. Then after she said, okay, she came back in. She said, so I'm not having sex till I get married.
Say what now?
She said,
What'd you say?
Is that gonna be a problem?
Is it? And he was like, no, I think I can do that.
I said, nah, that's all right. I can get down with it. And
no, but he said, but you're not doing nothing.
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
So
zero. No thing.
So I was like, yeah, I can get down with it. I can get down with it. And this is kind of like the beginning of like a major transformation. Okay. So I was working at a church, playing the keys, and right before we got together, I was in Walmart buying buying
Condoms.
That's what I was getting ready to say. I was getting ready to say condoms because he
Joker,
thought
you couldn't
he thought he was going to get on. He knew what it was. He knew what it was.
Now look, I got a buggy. I got a buggy, a whole buggy, and it's the only thing in the buggy is a box of condoms. Then I got the pastor is walking towards me. So I got to push the buggy out the way. Hey, pastor, how you doing? Y'all right? Yeah, good to see you, living life, amen. And so after he leaves, I'm like, I probably need to get on up out of this. So then, we got together, and she was like, we ain't doing nothing. We're just going to talk, get to know each other.
But, so, you were buying the condoms. This was before?
For someone else who was not
okay.
It was just in case.
Okay. Because I was saying, but what I was thinking was, okay, had she already told you that it wasn't going to be nothing going on?
No. This
and
was
then you went to buy them just in case you could persuade her?
This was just in case.
Oh, okay.
And then we got together.
And she
then
said,
she was like, I was like, all right, well, cool.
Okay.
I could do that.
Okay. So go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, this is your show.
Go.
This is your show.
No, this is your show.
No, what I was saying was, we got the backstory on, like, okay, this is Jameson, this is Allison. Went through these things to get to college, to high school, and then we get to college and we meet, okay? And so he was sickening, obviously, and pursued you much. Even after, I have never heard anybody change their phone numbers 2 times right after they give it out. And I've never seen anybody pursue that hard, even harder
pretty hard.
after she rejected you like twice. It wasn't rejection though. It was rejection. It wasn't like... Because it wasn't like she gave you her number and she just didn't answer when you called, you know what I'm saying? Or sent you the voicemail. She went to the whole cell phone provider's location.
See, this is the thing. When he called the number,
right,
ain't nobody else picked up. Or Pizza Hut ain't picked up.
Right.
He just figured she might have been going through some hard times. And the number just got, she had to switch up.
She ain't gave him the 777-9311. This whole time we was giving those numbers.
The number, what happened? He never asked.
He never asked.
He just said, can I get the number?
Because apparently
I don't want to embarrass you, because if you ain't got your stuff together and you got flip phones, then
Yeah, but that
ain't a rejection.
That's a whole rejection. No, that's a whole entire.
If she would have said, "Listen,"
he didn't know.
If she would have told me,
if she would have said, "Listen, I don't want to talk.
Leave me be."
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm like,
so after the second time that happened, you didn't think for a moment,
not at all,
that she went and changed her numbers twice.
Not at all.
Look at my face.
My Lord.
Not at all.
What have I told you in the past?
That men are dumb.
A woman got to say.
You're right. She got to say it. Because if you're giving me any piece of conversation.
If I'm hollering at you at the club, at the bar, and you say, listen, don't talk to me. Well, let me buy you a drink.
You gonna keep on talking?
Let me buy you a drink to help your night go by a little faster. What's wrong? You want to talk about it? I don't want to talk. Just no. Well, what kind of drink you want? You tell them the drink you want. I done bought you this drink, so that I'm sitting down now.
Yeah.
Because I bought you the drink, and while you drinking the drink that I bought you, I'm gonna sit down for this time. Now, anything past that, we talking.
Even if I'm telling you, I don't want to talk to you.
Well, just let me holler at you.
Right.
Just get this out. Just get it off your chest.
And by that time, I'm a few drinks in, and I'm getting more types of conversation.
Now you cussing. See, this is the part. Now you cussing. Get the bleep bleep, the bleep bleep, the bleep bleep. Why are you talking to me? I know that's coming from a hard place, an angry place. You've had a rough day. And you know what happens? This is what she do. You crazy. See, you smiled at me. You messed up. I made you smile in a bad time. Bad situation. The only thing that works is this.
Excuse me.
You just say no.
That was
I
didn't. Like I said, he had followed me all the way from the top of campus to
And you were trying to be polite. You didn't know how to say,
I wouldn't
no,
say
you
follow.
can't have my number.
We were side by side. I wouldn't say follow.
that was following.
Going after your woman, man.
Okay, so
at the end of the day, where's she at?
Okay, so here we are.
That's all I'm saying.
But we're gonna pull them up a little further because it's already been about 50 minutes.
This has been an absolutely beautiful time. We've heard some of these stories before, not all of them.
Not all of them, because I really didn't know that you changed the number twice. You are going to get ragged on that forever from me. So here we are. Y'all, how many years married into each other? How many years married at this point?
It'll be 6 in December.
6 years. And a lot of people don't know this, but we did marriage counseling with these two. Yeah, we did. And the one thing that and I don't think Allison minds me saying this because y'all just said it. The one thing that we always try to go into counseling sessions with open minds. You know what I'm saying? Because we never know what we're going to encounter.
Absolutely.
We never know what we're going to hear. We, try to get our facial expressions together because you hear some stuff, and we try to be, just straight down the middle, okay? Because one thing that we always say is, okay, well, yeah, it's they gonna get in here and they gonna touch. She gonna say one thing and he gonna say one thing, but then we gonna have to, cut through all that to see where the actual truth is or whatever. Yeah. But you were very adamant, Allison, about the fact that there was gonna be no sex before marriage, and for me that was real big because I was like, ain't no way.
In my mind, I'm thinking,
yeah, we was like, ain't.
They living together. They touching
something.
I'm like, this is my mind.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this. So she just getting out the shower and then walking by him naked, and then what he supposed to do?
Listen.
Or he gets out the shower, walking by her naked, and she ain't saying
nothing.
Ooh.
Right.
Okay.
She's saying,
right, Jesus.
Look, she gonna pull out her Bible and start saying,
yes,
and
like,
Jesus what? And the Lord will keep you in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on Him. But that was one of the things that really is like after our first meeting, I was like, wow, because you don't see you don't see people doing that, and we said that because we wasn't doing that. We.
I thought we were gonna do it because it was a year before I got a kiss. But when I got a kiss, them floodgates opened up. And I was like, hey, floodgates.
And so at the end of the day, because we was fornicating, we just thought that everybody do, But that was the one thing that I really, really, really respected, just about you, about y'all, because I know it wasn't easy. Because how many years total were y'all together before y'all got married?
Before we got married.
Before y'all got married.
5
years.
5 years, and then y'all got married, and so y'all already celebrated your anniversary this year, right? Am I correct?
It's in December.
It's in December. I be trying to get in multiple anniversaries.
Y'all will be married for 7 years.
Well,
we'll start the 7th year.
Right.
Yeah.
Start
this will complete
December.
our 6th year. We're going to 7.
Going to 7. Okay, cool.
All right.
Yeah.
So y'all been together 11.
11 years total.
Wow.
Yeah.
Two babies.
Two
babies.
Yeah.
So we know both of y'all were, I guess, media. Y'all like band music, this, that. How did y'all get to this point here? To where
Well, I actually went to Savannah State to be an anesthesiologist.
why?
Did you say why?
I wanted the people want to know.
Yeah.
What was your thought process? Like you wanted to. That's what you wanted to say.
Put people to sleep and.
I wanted to help alleviate people's pain.
Okay.
And so.
And that was a serious question because
Yeah,
I want to know why.
He made it very jovial.
But of course, like I said earlier, that this began this major transformation, and so Allison was like, "Why are you doing that? Like, what is going to make you happy? Are you going to wake up every day?
Yeah.
Are you going to wake up every day as an anesthesiologist and enjoy going to work? Are you going to be okay with doing that?" And I remember I sat back. It might have been a day or two later. I was like, nah. So I went and changed my major to music. And I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this music out. I like music. I like band. I like performing. Do what I'm gonna do right here.
Ew, that sentence was ugly.
I'll-
Do what I
Do what I'm
go.
going to do.
I'm just trying to
They came from
explain.
the heart. They came from the heart.
Yeah.
It was a
So
passion.
I switched my major to music. She heard about Full Sail, and I had just got a fresh Apple MacBook from Best Buy. So I got GarageBand. I'm tinkering on it. She had an interest in music production and was talking about going to Full Sail, doing the music production and getting that. So I was looking at it. I'm like, that sounds like something I could do. Let me try it. Let me see what it do. So I'm playing with it, going through it. I was like, I think I like that. I like that. I'm gonna try it out. So she's doing the music production. I'm still at semester. I'm gonna try and make some beats on the side. Set up a little recording studio in my dorm room and go down that route. She was it on LinkedIn when you heard about Red Star Records?
Yeah.
So she linked up with this dude that got a recording studio in Savannah. And he, not knowing she was with me, won't you come by the studio? Let me show you around. You can work out with us, you know what I'm saying? See how you feel, if you like to feel. So they first meeting is both of us. What's up, fam?
Sick of you.
Pretty much.
What's up, cuz?
We get involved with him. I enjoy just the thing that I like about music production is the stacking of sounds to make something. I've always liked making something out of nothing. So I was there almost daily when he had different artists come in, and I'd be like, what would be dope? I basically am just suggesting that they do certain things on different songs. I just have an ear for it. I'm really good at it. So then he basically puts me on staff and was like, shoot, you are really good at this, da-da-da-da. I need help marketing it. I need help getting people to the studio, blah, giving them the real feel studio experience, because he basically wanted to be Diddy. And so he wanted me to kind of help bring that out. So I'm doing, I'm not making the beats as far as actually touching the buttons, but I'm like, hey, this needs to go here. You should actually, dub that, do this, da-da-da-da. So we were doing that for about 3 years actually. And so I actually shift from being in the studio to management, because a lot of the artists that was coming in there was just cats from down the street because it was like the studio was on the corner of Victory and MLK. So it was like people who was just rapping outside of Bobo's was just coming in and trying to make tracks or whatever. So they were like, yeah, I got these dreams and I want to do this and this and this. And a lot of the artists didn't know the business part of it. And with me being at Full Sail at the time, that's the stuff that I was learning. It was the actual music business industry part. So I was taking people and getting them gigs and booking them on tours and setting up connections for music videos, doing the shopping for them, finding them, basically who are they as an artist. I had vision boards of where they wanted to go, how they wanted to dress, what they wanted their swag to be, what their persona was going to be, who they were going to be on social media. I was doing all of that. And I was doing that for a long time. And then basically we got... The leadership was just really bad. So we got tired of it and was just like, you know what? We probably could just do this on our own.
Yeah.
And so that's basically how it happened is we just did it, started doing it on our own. He went from making music for artists to doing film scoring. So he shifted from, because he's not good at making trap music because he's so musical.
I can't make trap.
It's okay.
Because he's so musical, he be trying to put violins in there and strings, and I'm just like, it's too much. You need a bass, you need a kick. That's it. You don't need all this extra stuff. He be like, look, I got a conga. No,
it ain't trap. It ain't trap. Yeah.
So he shifted from making trap music to doing film score. But I've always wanted to do I've always wanted to make movies. I wanted to direct though. So I actually, at that time, he was shifting into that. I was also shifting towards digital cinematography, which is a big word for film. So we were moving into film. I was doing really well. I was almost done until I got a professor who was like, "You're a better director than you are a writer. This might not be for you." And at the time, who I was at a person that just was like, "Phew." So I was just like, well, that's that.
Lord.
And so I just stopped doing it all together. And I just stopped doing it all together. But I'm really good at script writing. I'm really good at like concepts of shows and movies or concepts of like short films and stuff like that. I'm good at, angling the cameras that's most appealing. Like I like all of that stuff. So he was doing the films. He actually got into the IATSE union thing. He was doing the films that's being shot down here in Savannah.
Shout out.
He was doing films that was shot here in Savannah. And then I shifted from managing artists to managing small businesses on social media because I was like, I'm already doing this anyway. I look at social media, as he would say, completely different than the average person.
So most people see social media just on their phone like this. Okay. She look at social media like this, just spread out on the table.
I'm doing cross
posts. This post go over here with what she said. Oh, okay. So if you put that with this and this with that, this what happened. This the whole story right here.
Yeah.
I'm like, good that girl, I would have never saw it.
All I saw was somebody singing about Why Money Ain't Free.
Yeah,
Wow.
So I've been good with trending topics. I've been good with, I just kind of always naturally had it in me. So we were like, why not? Why not just start charging people?
Yeah.
And so that's how we came to y'all.
So we literally prayed about it, and both of us came up with what God gave us, Jameson, and y'all basically. Well, he gave us Jameson. We didn't know.
Be honest, he ain't said nothing about Allison.
But at the same time, we know when we get the husband, we get the wife as well.
Right.
So we didn't know where your place was going to be at. But we also didn't know you did what you did.
And that was really it. We didn't know about you.
Surprise.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Right.
The biggest thing, for y'all.
It was actually me. The Lord gave me your name, Jameson. And then I brought it to Johnny. And he agreed.
He agreed or confirmed?
He agreed. Well, and I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say it like this. I knew that you had done it before. Let's say that. But when we messed that recording up coming home from Jacksonville, trying to record on my iPad, trying to do some self-production.
Why you try to take the shine?
No, I'm never trying to take the shine. I'm just trying to tell the story the correct way.
Move your hand on me.
I love it. And but anytime I thought about it, I was like, of course I knew that you did it, some of it before, but I was like, why does Jameson keep coming in? And that's when I shared it with you. And you, after a while, you was like, yeah, that. So that's I think you're right.
And I just knew we couldn't. We just had to be honest. We couldn't do it. Yeah. What our vision was and what we wanted, we couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So even when I released my book, my vision and everything, we made that happen. But then it was like we was going up, the big premiere, everything's here. I'm doing the interview, everything. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
And then it was like, I was like, yeah, I ain't had nothing after the book signing. I ain't had nothing
and stuff like that.
Like I did the book signing, I thought that was gonna be it. But it's so much more to it. It's like a momentum you have to start, and once you get up here, Joker, you got to keep pedaling.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just don't.
That's one of the things that he said that he didn't want to have happen.
Yeah.
Like we started and just weren't consistent with it, or didn't do it,
or it failed, or we didn't know what to do, or it got to a certain point and we knew the level needed to rise up more and get to another. Yeah. We didn't know how to do that. Yeah. So asking y'all and putting our trust and faith in y'all with this baby being birthed, I think was absolutely one of the greatest decisions we've ever made. Because y'all, everything that y'all see with us, it might be a vision from us, but the only reason y'all see it is because these two people right here, Allison and Jameson, they put it together, they take the vision and they make it happen.
Yeah.
And we continuing to grow. So when I tell you it's been an absolute pleasure working with y'all being in our corner, helping
on
us
our
grow.
corner, in our face,
it's been
telling us sometimes what we don't want to hear.
It's been an amazing journey, and I believe we have much more to go.
Oh yeah.
So we wanted to bring in, it's a little long, but we wanted to bring y'all on, and I've been telling y'all
We
this.
can chop it up,
Yeah, as we know y'all will. You know, long footage is good footage. That give Jameson more room to play. But I think what has happened with this relationship, and I remember clearly, you had to work that morning, so you didn't go to church. And I said, babe, I'm going to ask Jameson about the podcast. Huh?
Tearing up the mic, can you take that out?
But you was saying,
I'm doing all that. I'm like,
I need you to get it together.
Edit that.
And so I remember, distinctly, I was like, babe, I'm gonna reach out to Jay today because you were playing the piano that Sunday. And I said, I'm gonna reach out to Jay and, just see what he says. And he was like, okay, babe, just find out if this is something that he can help us with. And we were in the vestibule. We was at the old church. Mm-hmm. And you came out and I was like, Jay, let me holler at you for a second. And he was like, okay. And so I said, now listen. Me and Johnny got this concept right, and we was driving back from Jacksonville, and we was trying to record our own podcast. It didn't go very well because when we played it back, and matter of fact, it's still on my iPad. I think we tried to play it the other day. It sounded like, and I met you in the room, and I'm like, we got finished tape recording it and played it back, and I didn't realize that the mic was in my jacket almost the whole time. And so needless to say, there was nothing that was understood on that recording except for maybe the first sentence. And so we were like, no, we can't do it. And so, but I remember distinctly when I asked you, it was like, you didn't even wait to let me finish my sentence all the way. You was like, y'all bring the content, I got y'all. And I'm going, wait, what? Because I thought you was going to be like, well, what's the show gonna be about? You know what I'm saying? Like what y'all want to talk about? What y'all want the name to be? What you want? You know what I'm saying? Like what is the concept? What are the color scheme that y'all want to use? What is this? What is that? And I was because actually we went on Google and printed out all this stuff. Yep. It's A to Z of how to start a podcast. And I was overwhelmed. We was overwhelmed. We was overwhelmed reading.
We had my pad there. I was like, all right, tell me. What we
was overwhelmed reading it.
He was sitting in his chair. He was like this, like
just bring the content.
Bring the content.
Yeah.
What that mean?
Yeah. bring right. Look, y'all, I promise you, it was like 30. It was like a 30-page something that I printed off of Google with a how to start your podcast, and I was like, "There's no way that we're going to ever do this because." We don't even know what half of this stuff means.
We got to get Jay.
Intro, outro, expo, all this stuff. And I was like, okay, no, this is not happening. But the one thing that I know sealed the deal for, the Lord was right. We were still in the apartment and you just asked for basic information. What y'all think the name is going to be, whatever. And I was like, okay, well, let me just give him this. I don't know what's going to look like. And you sent the flyer or that first initial media stuff, Was it a flyer?
It was graphic.
It was the logo.
Okay, yeah. And I opened it and I did I cry?
Yeah,
it was just like, how you do something and then you just, you see it in, I guess, manifested. Mm-hmm. I got jittery and all over. And I was like, wait, what? This is God. And I'm hollering and showing him. And I'm like, that's the Lord.
I don't know. I think when I first saw it, I
That's
was
the
driving.
Lord. That's the Lord. You weren't home?
No.
Oh, well, I was home
You called
for
me.
somebody.
She called me, and she was like, "You got to see it. I just sent it to you. You got to look at it. Look at it." Okay, I'm driving. I'll look at it when I get home. No, look at it now. So, of course, I hit the little thing, and I saw it. And I did, this is exactly what I did. I was like.
Cause it like, it was.
I had to pull over. I pulled over. And I looked at it. I say, oh my God.
It was like you I guess you feel something or you know that it's something. You, as Johnny always tell me, you know what you don't want, but you don't know what you want when I ask you, and we talking about eating or restaurants. But in that moment, I looked at it and I was like, Jesus, why does he act like he knows us? I'm for real. And then of course amazing. You come on, Allison, and then you saying, well, I just went ahead and answer the peeps, answer to some of the stuff, and I've been responding, and I'm like, why does she sound like me?
Well, this is the crazy thing. So like, before Allison even came into the picture like that, we was working with Jameson, extremely happy. And then I was like, well, I know Allison, your wife, so we go find some place.
Yeah, I remember you did say that.
And then James was like, well, she do social media. So I'm like Facebook and stuff. Yeah, and I say Facebook because I have no idea what social media.
Right. Right.
I didn't know
dynamics. We
had absolutely no idea. So I said, okay. I had a conversation with Allison. I said, okay, so I want to start bringing you in and doing some social media. I said, so what you see? And then she started saying all this stuff. And I was like, okay, so you like create your own social media? Like I don't understand what's happening.
Because with the algorithms.
And the algorithms, you got to do this and you got to do that.
What?
Just give me this and give me that and do this and do that. So I was like, okay, Deidre, she like completely, I'm not sure what she does. It's like way above what I thought it was going to be.
And so our Instagram numbers went up like literally overnight.
I was like, Jay, he's like, yeah, she good at what she do. Man. I'm gonna go ahead and give her the stuff. That's cool. I like, yeah, just go ahead and give her the stuff. And then she was like, okay, what we gonna do is we gonna go ahead and get you up to 1,500 on Instagram. 1,500 what? We gonna have followers, 1,500 followers. I'm like, how many we got now? How many we had? Because you was like, we were trying to
400.
Because I was gonna say it was.
And you was like, because I'm stuck. I can't get it past.
I got that 400 strong.
Yeah.
It took me about 5 weeks to get it. But I got us to 400. I was like, come on.
He did the best he could.
Yeah.
We was excited about that.
Excited. And I was like, because he would come home from recording y'all, and I would be like, so what are you going to clip for the trailer? And he was like, what? I said, for social media. Like, how are people going to know what the episode is about? And he was like, I haven't gotten that far. I said, okay, well, are you gonna post it? Are you going to put it on Instagram? Like, I'm asking him, and he's just like, no, just give me a second.
He was discombobulated.
Because that's not his grade.
Yeah.
And before I actually started the company, I was literally on social media all day anyway. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I could tell you what Gucci Mane was doing at 3 o'clock. I could tell you what T.I. was tweeting about. Mm-hmm. I could tell you, like, this, before Rumor Report, we used to come on Breakfast Club, I already knew all the information. Like, so I already knew how this stuff works. I knew how the algorithm was working. I knew how, if you put certain hashtags, you attract a different crowd. If you throw, a 1 minute video out there versus a 30-second video, how it moves throughout the system. And so when he wasn't answering the questions that I wanted accurately, I was like, okay, just give me your phone. And so I was, and then I think all of a sudden your phone, Deidre, I remember you calling me and being like, my phone is blowing up. What is happening? I was like, yeah, I just, changed y'all's bio a little bit, changed the theme of y'all's Instagram, and now people are following y'all or whatever. You was just like, no, but my phone won't stop ringing.
Like, and I was like, wait, what? Wait, what?
I don't know how long it took you, but
it wasn't long at all.
You was like, I'm gonna get you up to 1,500
to get to 1,000 that weekend.
It was maybe 2 months.
No.
And he remembers because he was so ashamed because it took him so long to get.
I wasn't ashamed.
I know. I was playing.
Okay, then why I gave it to you? Yeah, because I got us as far as we can go.
Right.
I think the 400 that he got you was y'all's family and friends, like just
Right.
just regular people that y'all
Please
know.
come follow us.
Right.
But I mean, that's just something that I don't know. It's just something that I'm just already passionate about. I just like it. Like me and social media just get along. When they switch the format, I'm friends with Mark Zuckerberg on Facebook. So if he's switching and making an announcement, I'm reading what he's talking about to see how it affects the numbers, how it affects stuff. So when people be like, "Why I only see the first 12 people on my friendship list?" I'm always in the comments. Well, actually, if you do such and such and such, and they're like,
"How does she
why
know
do you
this?"
know that?
Right, and I think that was the thing that we said to you most. But we're here now, and you all have since we met y'all and everything. Y'all have gotten your business is legal. Praise Jehovah. We got the first peek at the Swodaem Media logo and all that good stuff or whatever. And I can truly say that I think y'all push us as well as us, pushing y'all in the things that, that we do. Of course, Allison is the first one who said like, oh, so, y'all famous. We was like, what? Like, you said what? She was like, no, y'all, you're getting a following and you're doing this and these numbers say this and this audience says this and okay, let's sit down and let me tell y'all what we doing, or they listening in this part of, Brazil or this part of Africa or this part of whatever. And we're sitting here going, I think for maybe the first almost year, we were still like,
because
Oh my God.
Allison would literally call us and be like, yo, like, I don't even, these countries that they come in, you got this percentage and this percentage, and you got so and so many followers, and it's 6,000 people looking at y'all now, or 4,000 people, and we was like,
oh my gosh, it was driving me
and she was like,
yeah,
so
she
y'all
was
don't
ready to
feel
just
nothing?
slap
I was
us.
like,
yeah, she was
It's like, this is a big deal.
right,
Yeah.
and because we had no history, of podcasting or listening really for that much. We just didn't know. You know what I'm saying? All we saw was I would go on Facebook, post stuff, and I see postings back from maybe like 2014, and I'd be like, it's raining outside. Like, why was I so dumb back then? Like, what? Why?
it's just where you was at.
Right.
But
And
you
I'd be
can
like,
see-
wait, what?
You can see the growth though. 'Cause
Yeah.
I went back about a week or so ago, and I just was looking at the first stuff we was putting out and listening to it, and just listening to how it goes. I guess the not being in front of a technical, physical audience every time we do this keeps us humble because we're here in front of cameras. And I mean, it's just who we are and what we do, and y'all believe in that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, we just continue to do what we do, whether it's good or bad. Hence my couple of weeks of, bad.
We
not
had
so
some
good
slumps.
Recording.
That's all right.
Yeah.
But the one thing is, y'all tell us the truth.
Yeah.
And so that's what we honor. That's what we value. Y'all give us the truth and be like, okay, now we looking like so-and-so and we need to do this. And even from the short film that we did with that whole day of production, when I was, after a couple hours, I was like, we ain't finished yet. It take that long
I
to
remember
shoot
her saying
one.
that too. She's like, where we going at now? We got to go.
I was hungry. I was sleepy.
What else we got to do? We got to get
I
out the car.
wanted to do it, but I was like, but I thought this, because I guess just seeing the finished product makes it look as if, oh, we just walked out, we shot this shot, we, and people don't know that, with the hotel shot, Allison was on top of the hood.
And during up under the car and okay, step your foot out. Do it again. Do it again. Actually, I can't step out but one way. What you want me to do it again? I got to get the shot.
She got up and laid the sheet on top of the console.
Yes.
She don't put a bin in pages. I mean, just to see the whole thing finished and to know what that day was.
Yeah.
Like, even though I think I may have complained a little bit because I wasn't prepared. I didn't know that I needed to have snacks in the car. I didn't know that, y'all. So I was hungry.
Yeah.
And that was Hungry Deidre coming out. But all in all, we had an amazing time. And of course, I know that we're going to do more of those and all these things are going on. But, here we are now. And guys, when I tell y'all, we got some stuff brewing. And y'all know y'all probably been like, y'all had stuff brewing forever. No, like for real, we got stuff brewing.
We got stuff coming.
Yeah.
Sometimes these jobs used to get in the way. They ain't getting in the way no more.
Amen. And so, but we just wanted the people to be able to meet y'all and to see that y'all are real people. We long stop considering y'all to be friends. Y'all are, y'all fam.
Yeah.
And so, I just feel like we have so much more to do together. And I think, we always want people to know, and this came from Johnny with him telling, even y'all, like, put y'all stuff together so y'all can have y'all stuff in place. We making sure that we got our stuff together, even more so now, to make sure that we are ready. So when the call comes or the email comes, what it is, you stay ready so you won't have to get ready.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the things that y'all pushed us to do. Like, okay, so this is something legit. You were the first person, even though Jamie was taping us, you were the first person who literally called and was like, listen, y'all got something. Like, I hear something. Because y'all only because y'all only audio first, kind of try to pick up the time in between those, those quiet spots, make sure y'all keep the conversations going. And, you called us with a critiquing or whatever. And I never felt, felt some type of way because you were calling to tell us that, you know what I'm saying? Because some people could be like, well, who does she think she is calling us, telling us this, or whatever.
Yeah.
But we never took it like that. We took it as if like she sound like she believed that it's something there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always easy. It's always the fact that sometimes people on the outside see what's there, of course, before you see what's there. And so we just appreciate y'all. Yeah.
We really do.
Like legit. Yeah.
Been trusting us and all that, man. So yeah, it's something pretty special to have something here and then in here.
Yeah.
And then say it and then give it to people and then they bring it to you and they be like, okay, this is what you was talking about. And that's what y'all do for us.
Yeah.
Every single time. This what y'all was talking about. And we be like, okay.
That's what you be saying?
That's nice. That's pretty nice. Deidre, you saw how they did?
I did, honey.
But it's been like that from day one.
Yeah,
man, so.
it legit has. And people don't believe it when we be like, because even when we've talked to other people, like other podcasters and stuff like that, and y'all know this because we tell y'all what they say. But,
Like, who y'all got doing?
Right, but not even
That
other
stuff looks so
podcasters,
good.
like the guy who we have our life insurance with. Like when we reconnected with him, and he called us and he was like, I just really want to tell y'all that, y'all stuff looks really nice, like really amazing.
Yeah.
And, Deidre, and, you speak very well. And that was something that you told me. And I was like, speak
So I
very
don't
well.
speak well?
No, it wasn't. Don't do that. Don't get in your feelings.
I'm just asking the
No,
question.
it wasn't that.
Do I speak well?
Yes. Oh, so wait. So you got a whole dialect change now?
Do I speak well?
You speak well. You speak
You saw
well.
I smile like
Right,
this.
you speak well.
Do I speak well?
You sick man. But even in that, he's someone who he actually is a part of that whole community of public speaking. Like he's real higher up in whatever those classes are and stuff like that or whatever. Like almost an instructor or something.
And he's been a part of our life.
Yeah, and he's been a part of our life since the girls were
part of our life since we've been in
little girls.
Yeah, we've been in the state streets.
Oh yeah. Long
there.
time.
Way
long
way
time.
over there.
But we was in the safe part of the State Streets because I saw that little
I was gonna
Allison.
say y'all
We were-
hood ain't nothing like
Yeah,
our hood.
no. We were in the safe part of the State Streets on the east
safe
side.
part was we was like
On the road, on the
three
road.
houses on the right side.
Right. No,
Was all
pretty
right.
much our whole street was good because they had a bunch of older
It
people.
was all right.
But
The battery died.
Yeah, that one died, but I think we all right.
Yeah, we're good.
okay.
Mine's still on.
Okay. And so, that was good to hear the feedback from people that we really respected. And, of course, their word is bond.
Yeah.
And so he gave us those remarks and straight off the rip when he saw the stuff and he see, people see our media stuff and all this stuff come out and they be like, and I talked to some of my, good girlfriends. There aren't many, but, and she'd be like, she'll call me sometimes and she was like, I just want you to know that I see y'all. Like y'all, and somebody told me that today. I thought of somebody, normally what I do is when the Lord drops somebody in my spirit, I'll just go ahead and message them before I forget about it. Mm-hmm. And so I was actually congratulating a young lady on some accomplishments of hers. And so, of course, she said, thank you, to God be the glory and stuff like that. But she came right back and she was like, I just want you to know that you and your husband are killing the game. And in our minds, we're going, we ain't killing no game yet because we ain't, the moments with the Mobley bank account ain't,
I still got to go clocking in on these people's jobs.
Right. Like, okay. But I just, of course, I accepted it. I didn't reject it.
Yeah.
I said, thank you so much. I appreciate you. It's truly our heart to help, marriages and know that they can thrive and live and all these things or whatever. And so I accepted it. But we get those comments more so now in moments when we need the encouragement.
Yeah.
It's like God knows exactly what you need when you need it. And somebody will say, thank y'all for being real, for not trying to sugarcoat it, but showing me the real part of y'all marriage because it's helping my marriage. And I'm telling y'all, when I say it always
with the regular stuff, we ain't got time to put on
to put on like we always, good and we always ain't never been through nothing.
Yeah.
And so we always get those remarks. And I know that y'all are a big part of that because of what the presentation is for it. And we always brag on y'all in podcast circles. And y'all know that because we tell y'all. But, and then people be like, oh my gosh. And I'll be like, yep, we, started off, we met at church and, now we fam and we got a company, they got a company. And, one day it's going to be major and explosive and, we going to be out here in these streets, doing things. So I'm just excited. Can y'all tell? Yeah.
I do want to say though,
okay.
You were saying, I know
I know what you about to say.
To yourself, we not killing the game because you can't see like the money or whatever in your bank account. But you know that some people convince themselves that they're doing this as a hobby because ain't nobody listening. They not monetized. It's just them and their dog. Doing a podcast. And so the fact that y'all have a consistent audience, y'all have a consistent following, almost a cult following to the point where if, Brother Johnny, if you put out fingernail polish, they gonna be like, well, if Brother Johnny is wearing it, let me go ahead. They got it in yellow. I like yellow. Like
that ain't gonna happen. It'll be like a hat or something, something like that.
You are crazy.
The boy ain't wearing no fingernail polish.
So remember the lady tried to put the clear polish on your toes? Oh man,
this is the first time when I got a
It was hilarious.
She was like,
hilarious.
You want
polish?
No, why would you ask me that?
It was like he was offended.
I was like, no. She said, no, clear? No, I'm a man. What are you talking about? I just wanted my feet because I got the hard stuff on the heel. I needed that spray ball.
It was so funny.
What are you talking about?
That's great.
Now, brother, get a little mad at. I'll be like, it make it look a little shiny, look a little newer, some of these toes ain't no help for them. A couple of these toes, you put a little matted on it. I'd be like, okay, boy, you look like you all right. You look like you can wear some open toe sandals with no socks.
Yeah.
You know, because most of the time I got socks on with the sandals.
I cannot. But yeah, so we're receiving it.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for dreaming, and thank y'all for being a part of our dream.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna always just inspire y'all to continue to move in y'all dream and continue to do it because your business is gonna be big, and we've already told you that. But thank y'all for helping us in our time, because we didn't know what this was. We just knew what we called to do.
Yeah.
That's it. And we didn't understand or know how to put it together. But to ask for help and then have somebody come in and then, you know, when your baby be birthed, take care of it, make sure it's protected, all that. That's big.
Yeah.
That's big. And then the craziest thing is because I knew what Jameson did, you know, from what you did in church.
Mm-hmm.
But then it was like so many different levels to what you did. It was amazing. It was like, what? So we just had the eagle down here with the chickens? What? He was just down here looking like.
Right.
And then to know you had your helpmate who do what she do.
Yeah.
I'm like, these jokers, they all right.
But they've been incognito.
Yeah, it's been.
I ain't gonna say big girl.
So, you know, to know what y'all do and to know how y'all been creating and develop what y'all do and continuing to growing, yeah, we got like a front row seat to y'all.
Yeah.
And it's been amazing. And I'm looking forward to more and more. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Y'all unlocked some creativity, and it was only by, you know, just one thing. Was saying, we trust y'all to do it. Just go.
Yeah.
That was it. We just needed
We be
somebody
sitting
to
up and we're like,
make
bro,
us feel like we're not crazy.
Yeah.
what happened if we do this,
We
this,
got
and this?
all these ideas, and it's just like, that's crazy, huh?
We probably shouldn't do that. Right? Okay, yeah, we ain't gonna do that.
But y'all was just like, have at it. We was like,
Now you mean
Right.
So
Like, we don't know what we doing.
what that means.
So we
Like
was
whatever
like,
y'all do.
Yeah.
all right, we're gonna walk down the steps to the pool first and see how that happened.
and then
And they all was like, ooh yeah.
We like the
I
pool.
like that. Ooh.
that first, just like that first graphic made you cry. I said, baby, you ain't even opened the bag on them yet.
Then,
You did. Like, legit.
I said, damn it, that's the reaction?
And it was something else, another something that you said, and I was on White Bluff driving, and I was hollering on the phone. I don't even remember what that was.
I said,
I had
baby,
to just
when you
stop
open,
sending y'all
Right,
stuff.
you can't do that.
Quit messing us up.
You cannot do that to me. No.
when you
I'm on the
open it
highway
up
like-
on them, they gon'
Darn it, Jameson. Kill me on this highway.
Right.
That
Like,
was
y'all,
fun.
I'm like, you cannot do that.
Yeah.
It was great. Then y'all got y'all celebrity status. Y'all had
Okay.
celebrities on your show. And I'm like, y'all, such and such said yes. And y'all was like, no.
No, right.
I'm going to hang up and call back.
Right.
Why are y'all not
Look,
excited?
right. And so, y'all, we know how to act now.
We better.
We are
We better.
so much better.
We better. Because
We are so
we
much
ain't know.
better.
We ain't
Right,
know. We
right.
was like, okay, she said okay, cool.
Right.
What? Why you mad, Allison? I don't. What's wrong?
We do better now. Right.
Hello? Did she hang up?
She
She
did.
said I'm gonna call back.
Yeah.
We got to be more excited.
We sorry. We apologize. We excited. We believe it. But trust, our bags stay packed.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna flute us out somewhere.
Contract
Right.
gets signed. We all gone.
We is all
We got
gonna
work
eat.
to do. We got work to do.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that's gonna be it, y'all. Y'all have been a witness to a great conversation with our friends and our media management producer. Go ahead.
Yeah. That's why we gotta let them shout out their whole business, you know. repertoire.
I'm gonna let them shout out
Shout out
everything
the
and all
business,
they
handles
tags
stuff.
and they
Yeah.
have. But if you need to see, what I say, I mess it up. What I say?
Go ahead.
I say tags, but she always
tags.
doing that to me
Right.
because I don't do the social media stuff right.
But we always tell them off camera, we do want y'all business to get big. However, I know that negates everything at the beginning. However,
You need to hire people to do
because
that.
because
y'all
we
need to do
right
him.
us we selfish in that instance.
But that's not gonna stick because we believe in what they do. But we gonna let them give their handles. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks so much for your handles. Thanks.
And if y'all need to look at if you need to look at their resume,
that's
go to
on their resume.
www.momentswiththemobleys.com.
That's all, and we just take the pictures and show up and record.
Everything. Yeah. Website, everything. Go ahead.
You ready for? Okay.
You want to do it?
I need y'all to get it together.
Our website is www.swodaemmedia.com. That's SWODAEM media.com, which is just our last name backwards. And we are that on Instagram, on Facebook. We are not on Twitter, because Twitter is toxic. And we do anything from video editing to podcast production, graphic design, website updating. We do not format websites anymore. Just putting that out there. But we will update it for you. Mm-hmm. What else?
Music production.
Film scoring, commercials, anything dealing with film, we got y'all. And I do free consultations, free 30-minute consultations. Just book your consultation on my website. It'll come to my email. I'll holler at you. And that's it.
We got cooking show on Thursdays.
That's not true.
We do a mechanic show with Meadows Mechanic on Fridays.
Don't do that.
I'm about to say,
LiesyouTell.com.
Please don't let him teach you how to work.
Right. He's a whole music teacher at the school.
Were you speaking that into existence?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Must be.
Remember, I was telling you about the cooking show idea I had.
Oh yeah.
We need
But
to
that's
kick
gonna
that
be
off.
that's gonna be
And
a
you-
Johnny and
Yeah. But you already said you wanted to do one of them. We gonna make that happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can do that. We can do that.
y'all.
Men,
He
men
want to take them
cooking.
food pictures.
Men cooking. D dragged me the other day talking about why I wasn't the chef. She knew I throw down.
You do. I gave you your props.
I don't throw down. I just throw.
You throw that. What was that seasoning that he threw in the food, and it was.
This has been Moments.
The cumin. He put the cumin in the oatmeal.
Jay closing out. This has been.
Not even your show.
He just ruined
Oh,
nasty.
that was
Because he
good.
was in the show
That was
pause.
good.
Jay put the cumin in the oatmeal
Don't
and
do
thought
my
he
boy
just
like
had
that.
a
Don't do that,
culinary
man.
delight.
The Mexican oatmeal.
That oatmeal tastes like a taco.
It was good.
It was disgusting.
Sorry.
It was good after you knew.
No.
Yeah.
No.
After you knew
no,
it
You
was
was expecting something,
Yeah.
and it wasn't what you thought it was.
I love oatmeal.
So when
I
you
love
find
oatmeal all of
out
my
what
life.
it is, you said, okay, look.
And no. And
Look,
I've never
Cuban
tasted a taco
taco
or flavored
oatmeal.
oatmeal. That was probably
It
horrendous.
was terrible.
Lord,
It was terrible.
You're expecting cinnamon blueberry. And you get Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Breakfast at Taco Bell.
Yeah, I love Taco Bell and I love oatmeal, but I don't like them together. Oh, that is funny.
All right, y'all. We're going to go now. Thank y'all again. We're going to keep pushing. When our movies and films and stuff come out about our life and stuff,
Y'all gonna know who said
Swodaem
it.
Media will primarily, more than likely, 100% be doing it. So, y'all better go ahead and book them. Not a lot, though, because we
We go
gotta
first.
No, y'all go ahead and book them. Sign up.
sign.
Schedule up, man. If you want your stuff done right and correctly and with love and passion, these are the people, man. This is the company. We about to be out, Mo.
Yes, sir.
This has been Moments with the Mobleys. I am your man, Johnny Mobley Jr.
I'm his wife, Deidre.
And these are the Meadows. And we something like an ordinary couple.
Ordinary. Something like ordinary couples. We including them tonight. With what?
Extraordinary purpose. That's your line.
Oh, say it.
And we something like an ordinary couple. We something like ordinary couples.
But we have extraordinary purpose that lives within us.
Peace out, y'all.
Night night.